Ocean's Pit. And we got a great show for you lined up today, everybody. Our good friend and yours, that's right, my good friend Jerry Jams Renda. He's here today also celebrating his 65th birthday. Jerry is in the house. We're going to have a lot of fun, an hour of fun, laughs. We'll talk about sports. We'll talk about the Yankees Sox game. We'll talk about everything that's going on and a lot of good stuff from yesterday. Anyway, folks, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, but mostly it's dedicated to people like you who taking time to watch the show. So Dino Manzella from Seventh Heaven. Yes. Ocean's Pit, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. It's Wednesday, August 14th. Jerry Jams is with us. Jerry, how you feeling, pal?
Yeah, pretty good. Even though the Yankees won last night, I'll give you all that. But it's good. It's a good weekend.
Now, I have to admit to you, if people don't know, yesterday we went to Jerry Jams, of course, Louis Spins, my son Tony, and Ozzie Guillen Jr., of course, the son of Ozzie Guillen, former White Sox manager and professional baseball player for many years. Also, he's with the Marlins. Anyway, we went to the game. Great seats right there in the outfield. Got to see everything. It was beautiful, beautiful weather. A lot of fun. And we know that the night before the Yankees got killed by the White Sox. And it seemed like, to be honest with you, I thought the Yankees would be a little bit better last night. But, with 3 home runs, wow, that was amazing. So it was very cool, but it was great. Again, if Joey Spins, I think he'll be listening today. I'm going to thank our friend Joey for that. And it was a lot of fun. What'd you think of the game? What'd you think of the game, Joe? Jared?
I didn't expect much. I mean, the White Sox just have a terrible year going, but I didn't expect them to beat the Yankees the other night 12-2. It's like, what happened? And yeah. But we were talking to Ozzie Jr. on the way there and found out a lot of the insides of the Sox, which I'm not going to get into, but it's not pretty. It's pretty ugly. And,
yeah, it is pretty ugly. And I think, there's been rumors that they would leave Chicago. There's rumors about maybe bringing in a new manager. A.J. Pierzynski was on the list. Joe Girardi, former New York Yankee manager. Also, he was a catcher for the Cubs. But I don't think that's going to happen. It looks like if they're going to make a manager, according to Ozzie Jr., we can quote this, they'll probably promote from somebody from within wearing a White Sox uniform.
No, it's outside of that. Outside of it, just wearing a uniform, nothing to do with the Sox organization, outside the box.
Outside the box.
It would have been a good pick, just like Ozzie said.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, folks, before we get into more details, Jerry Jams is with us. It's time for Ace Hardware, our sponsors. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, and Mesa, Arizona. 50% off lawn and garden decor, 40% off outdoor decorative chimes, patio sets, lowest price of the season, folks. And they have licensed and insured handymen at the Norwich and the Display store, folks. And don't forget to take advantage of the auto key programming. They program in car cut keys up to 50% less than the dealership. Visit their helpful hub to speak to a certified team member. And don't forget to tell them to grill your ace off and get $20 off any grill purchase from your friends from Ace. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. And Jerry Jams is with us on his birthday today. A lot of good stuff happening. It was a good game. Food. We realized on Tuesday, supposedly every Tuesday at White Sox Stadium, It's $5 beers, $5 this, $5 that. But you know what? We sat in the section that we sat in. We didn't know that there was menus when we got there. So we just ordered some food. The food I thought was very good. I thought the burger was very good. The beer that I ordered, I didn't care too much for, so I got another drink afterwards. But overall, I think it's an incredible thing. It was a lot of fun, and the weather was perfect, Jerry. We got lucky there. Bob Soto hitting those 3 home runs in a row. What's the chances of that?
Well, if it wasn't Soto there, the White Sox might have had a no-hitter.
It might have had
given all 4 runs.
There you go. So Sox didn't get a hit.
Sox
didn't get a hit to the 5th inning. Sox didn't get a hit to the 5th inning.
We have to elaborate on the burger. That was a unique burger. I've never eaten like that in my life.
Me either. It had Italian sausage. I had Italian sausage on top of the burger.
Well, I had beef.
You had beef.
It had beef. 2 patties, a beef, the regular beef. You had the sausage. It tasted, it was phenomenal.
Fantastic. And it was a lot of fun, and the weather was great. So, again, thank you, Joey Spins. Jerry Jams on his birthday, turning 65. Jerry, do you feel any different today, pal? Age-wise?
Not really.
No, right?
Not really. I mean, it's, hey, my mom says, well, you're working on your birthday. Well, I've been doing this for 40 years working on my birthday. Why should it change now?
Same thing. I've never took a birthday off myself, actually. So, yeah, I mean, what's the point? But we'll celebrate it another day. Actually, guys, if you have no plans tonight, we're going to be, speaking of celebrating, we're going to be at Little Pop's New York Style Pizzeria restaurant. All the food is New York Style pizza. Great food. Mike and Vicky do a great job. And we're going to be celebrating Jerry Jams Bash tonight. It starts at 6 o'clock. We're going to be outside, but I guess we're inside only because I think the reason why we don't play outside there, it's too small.
Yes.
And you put the entertainment outside, then the inside waitresses at the bar don't make any money because everybody's outside. So I think that's why we were inside. Tomorrow we'll be continuing the bash and going over to Venuti's in Addison with the main event band, Tony Toto, Denny Raimondi. That's a 7:30 hit, Venuti's in Addison on Lake Street tomorrow. Friday, me and Daryl Armenstadt will be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday, me and Double T Tony Toto at Taverna on Division. 8 o'clock outside patio. It's going to be beautiful weather. And Sunday, we got a twofer. Me and Jerry Jams will be at Famous Freddy's Roadhouse in Fox Lake on the water, 2 to 5. And then we take a trip all the way to the city of Chicago during the Democratic Convention to perform for the Carnival restaurant, which is like Cirque du Soleil if you've never been there, off of Fulton Market, with Ocean's Rat Pack, Bill Saratella, Elliot Winbush, Jerry Jams, and even Irene Michaels is going to sing Lady the Tramp with the Rat Pack. So I'm excited about that. No cover charge. 10 o'clock p.m. show, folks. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of turnout they have there. But Bill Maravich knows what he's doing, and it's going to be very, very cool. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Great news. Our friend Carol Minotti was out of surgery, and everything went well. So I'm so happy for our good friend Carol Minotti out of the hospital, and everything was good. Also, our good friend Gordy, also Portnay, physical therapy is started now, so he's getting a little better. So Gordy, Helen Tenuta reached out to me today. Of course, Gordy used to work with Ron Onesti, and great guy, Gordy, and it's going to be, so he's going to be good. So I'm excited about that. There's Natalie wishing Jerry a happy birthday. Carol Minotti, there she is. All good. Dennis, Debbie, how are you doing? Carol, Dennis, Natalie, buddies in the house. Mel, and Reed, 3 weeks or 6 weeks. They moved from Jersey to Chi-Town. And then we're finally going to get Steve on the show. Loretta's in the house. How you doing, my dear friend Karen? Kathy Cuth of Nashville's in the house. Brian Lewis, I will see you tonight, my brother. The General's in the house. Richard Hamlin. Juan Sola was the best move the Yankees made in off-season. I agree with you, Richard. He did an incredible, I mean, wow. But Aaron Judd, if he was going to hit that home run, it would have been 300, but he didn't do too much. I don't think they wanted to pitch to him. They didn't want, I think they pitched to Soto, didn't think anything was going to happen, and all of a sudden, boom, 3 home runs. So interesting. Ronnie B, you get a lot of, the Sox were tired from winning the night before. Yeah. Well, they're playing tonight too, right, James?
Yeah, they're playing today.
They're playing tonight. Nina says, "Happy birthday, Mr. Renda." And
Well,
Socks
thank you.
tonight. There you go. That's right. You're also born on the same day. Our daughters, Marissa and Nina, are birthdays today as well. So
Leo's
there's
rules.
a lot of celebrating for birthdays today. Absolutely, very, very cool. All right, so you're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. We're having a great day. It's a lot of fun. And tonight, I think we're both wearing our free socks shirts that they it's the yacht was yacht night, so you were listening to yacht night music, or England Dan and John Ford Coley, all the songs from the yacht, so it was cool.
Let them
And
see
they
the
gave
back
the
of that
first,
shirt.
yeah, they gave the first 10,000 people the Yacht Club free T-shirts, which is cool. And I don't care if mine gets burnt or dirty or snotted or fish snot on it because it's a sock shirt. And I'm only wearing it because it was Jerry's birthday today. Danny Massey's in the house. We will see Danny tonight with
The
Robin
things you do
and
for love.
Joey
Ocean, I'll tell
Spins.
you.
And speaking of Danny, Armando Supermarkets. Buy local, shop local. 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Let's not forget Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to Crash Champions. We got Jerry Jams Renda with us today, celebrating his birthday. Let's get a couple things before we get a couple other things out. World Polka Day. Jerry, you are born on World Polka Day. So maybe tonight you could do a polka song tonight. Not
We
going to
don't do
happen.
polkas.
But anyway,
We're
there
doing
you
it
go.
down down.
Today is Spoil Your Dog Day. For all you people who have dogs out there, and in our home, we spoil them every day, so no big deal day today. Pickleball Day, Jerry. Have you ever played pickleball?
No, but I like my shoulders the way they are. All the
Yeah.
injuries I'm hearing.
I've never heard or cared for it. I don't know myself. Also, Happy Names Day. So if your name is Jerry, Tony, Happy Names Day for everybody with their names. Interesting stuff. Also, Jerry, it was great seeing Jerry Monday when we did the little get together for St. Jude's. All the entertainers that were performing. We did it at Chickies in the Hillside. Thank you, Carl Doty, for that. Jerry, how many years have you been with St. Jude?
I've been with Carl, I'd say, for the last 14, 15 years. And I've known Carl ever since I was probably 18. I used to spin with one of his clubs with Anthony and all those guys when they owned the Evergreen Lounge. So
Evergreen Lounge. That's right, boy. I tell you. And Carl is great, and he's going to do it in September. We're going to be doing it, folks. Another St. Jude's benefit. I think they raised over 42,000 or something, whatever it was last year. And I don't know or hopefully we'll beat that, but it's going to be great with all those great entertainers and all donating their time for St. Jude's at the Melrose Park Civic Center coming in September, which is going to be good. It's nothing to do with the one that Nick Hodges does later on in November. At the Displays, the Arcada Theater in St. Charles. They're still both for St. Jude's. It's just two separate identities. So it's two different places. Kathy Abolito, Michael Rallo, how you doing? Hope you're doing. Peter Prado's in the house. You're watching Jerry Jams for his birthday today, folks. And it's time for a sponsor. How about our good friends from Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate? That's Mary Grievous, the perfect real estate professional. Whether you're putting your home on the market or looking for your dream home, give her a call today at 630-688-1725 or go to mgrievousstarkre.com, and she'll be able to take available assist buyers, sellers for sale by owners, and expired listings. That's our good friend Mary Grievous, folks. And if you're talking about Mary Grievous, you got to also talk about the Chicago Music Cruise 2025. It's going to be happening, folks, March 22nd to March 30th. 2025 Royal Caribbean, Oasis of the Seas, folks. 8 days instead of the last one we did was 7. It's going to be spring break. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to start off in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We're going to go to Coco Key, Bahamas, Aruba, and Carousel. It's going to be great. Also, the lineup of bands: Tony Ocean, the main event band, Mojo's Jukebox, Frankie Hollywood Rodriguez from GCI. We got Mark Odette from the Yacht Club, Yacht Rock Band. That's going to be a lot of fun playing yacht rock music. So that'll be cool. Hillbilly Rock Stars, of course. My good friend Wendy Thompson doing our tribute to Britney Spears and Marilyn Monroe, and of course the ringleaders themselves, Seventh Heaven. It's going to be good. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com and put in Tony Ocean, or go to Mary a call at 630-688-1725 and tell her Tony Ocean sent you. Chicago Music Cruise 2025. And I want to thank Marty and John. Marty's in a band right now, and his drummer Mike will be joining the cruise and playing with Mojo's Jukebox that night. So that'll be interesting to see too, and trying something new like that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Jerry Jams is with us. A lot of stuff going on, Jerry. I'm telling you. And boy, let's get to some stories real fast if we can. Celine Dion, Canadian, of course. A voice, with Celine Dion, either you like her or you hate her. It's not someone that says, she's okay. She's a little annoying to me. Does she have a great voice? Yes. But she's definitely a little annoying to me. But, hey, that's just me. But she's stopping she's stopping former President Donald Trump for using their song "My Heart Will Go On Forever." I guess he plays that before he makes his speeches and stuff. And she said that's a no. She will not let it happen. She will regret that once he becomes president of the United States. But hey, she don't care. She's leaving the country. I think she's in Canada or France, wherever the hell she's at. Are you a Celine Dion fan, yeah?
I love slow dance music, ballads. So yeah, she's one of my favorites.
Yeah, she's okay. Just a little annoying, but yeah, she's okay. All right, what else we got over here? Let's see. Boy, we got some people who have passed away. You might remember the movie Scarface? Well, the character in the movie called Chichi, which was the side guy that was one of Al Pacino's guys in his group, Angelo Salazar, dies at the age of 68 years old. Also, former, I think it might have been from Elmwood Park, Joe the Builder, Andriaki, passes away.
Joe, yeah.
Yeah, he just passed there, ladies and gentlemen. Our prayers go out to the family. Also, Rachel Lillis, she's the original voice from Pokemon, the English version. She died at the age of 46 years old. And we were talking about this yesterday with Carol Brandolino on Twisted Tuesdays. How many people are dying at such a young age, James? You seeing this? 56, 55, 52. What's going on?
If I'm not mistaken, I just heard about two people who I've gone to school with. Venus Kariosha, the patriarch, she just passed away Friday. And Sharon Lowe, she moved to another country, and it happened to be back in town, and they're ready to go back home, and her husband had a heart attack right in the line at O'Hare Airport. So,
They're dropping. And I know, Carol, we're talking about this yesterday. I know all the shit that the government are putting in our foods. I think they're trying to kill us one by one. And then, you hear that thing too about the shot, whether they took the shot, is it affecting them? We know a few people that might have been affected from that. So I don't know, but I'm seeing a lot of this. The girl that did the Pokemon, she's 46 years old. 46.
Yeah, I heard somebody else that passed away that early myself. Like, wow.
Yeah, there you go. Always winning. Getting that COVID vaccine shot was a no-no. Absolutely. She's a walking skeleton. There you go. Thinning the herd. Thank you, Richard. There's Frank Nino. Everybody wishing Jerry Jams a happy birthday today. Daryl Armenstadt, the professor. I will see you on Friday at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Kim Peterson LeFew is there. Patrice says hello. Alderman Dick Sayed from Des Plaines. Lola Lorenzo from Donnie G's. Everybody's saying hello to my good friend Jerry Jam celebrating his birthday. Richard, when we get Ozzie Jr. back on the pit, we're going to work on that. We'll get him back. Speaking of getting a guest on the pit, tomorrow, of course, we have Laura Ocean with us. And Friday, I'm not sure because the gentleman's not feeling that well. But if Albert's watching right now, I want to thank Albert. There he is. Some people are warned of their health defects and just go ignoring the warnings. Good point there. Jerry, Albert, thank you. Albert from the Ronald Esty organization called me yesterday and said, hey, he went to Beatle Fest. He told me all the stuff was going on there in Rosemont, which was there this past weekend. And he got to meet, a lot of the British Invasion singers, Mickey and all the Mickey Dolans and all these different guys that they had there. But one guy they had there, which I'm a big fan of, Billy J. Kramer and the Dakotas. Not only was nice enough for Albert to give me Billy J's brand new CD, as well as the new Ringo CD, 4-song CD. But this CD was also signed by Billy J. Little Children. He also did Do You Want to Know a Secret? Beatles did it too. Right, but that was right. And his new song called Are You With Me is fantastic. The video is great. So all of a sudden, Albert calls me yesterday and says, hey, how about would you like to get Billy J. Kramer on the Ocean's Pit? I go, are you kidding me? It's British Invasion royalty. Just like we had Carl Green on a couple weeks ago. These are bands that were popular as the Beatles were and just invading the United States and invading Europe. So I get a call this morning at about 11:15, 815 from Woodstock, Illinois. Usually I don't answer those, but something told me to answer the phone. It was Rose. She is the manager or the publicist of Billy J. Kramer. And we're going to have him hopefully on Friday, but he wasn't feeling too well. If not Friday, definitely next week. So look for Are You With Me with Billy J. Kramer. If you get a chance, download the song. That's typical awesome. Great bit of British Invasion, power pop, good stuff. So Billy J. Kramer will be on the show. I am excited about that. Another British Invasion royalty. But today, folks, we're putting our everything into my good buddy Jerry Jam's birthday. People laugh at the Shaq O'Neal. Shaq O'Neal, a big celebrity, former basketball player for the Los Angeles Lakers, has a designer shoe. And people were giving him shit for selling it at Walmart because they figured he would sell it somewhere else. But because of what Shaq did, obviously a very big, very good businessman, Jerry, because he's selling them at Walmart, and these shoes are for 6-year-olds. And he sold 200 million pairs of shoes already. 200 million pairs of shoes. Why? Because they're only $12. So now kids that can't afford those big, expensive gym shoes can go out and buy a pair for $12 Shaq gym shoes at Walmart. How smart was that? And he sold 200 million pairs of shoes for kids who can't afford the big dollar shoes. That's a great move. Good move, Shaq, on that one. You gotta love him for that. Very, very cool. You're here with me today, folks. Jerry Jam's birthday. Jerry, let's get to some stories before we get to some more sponsors. We're going to go talk sports. Let's go to football here, Jerry. This is from Native American. The Washington Commanders are being sued by the Native American Guardians Association, which has been trying to get the Commanders to change their name back to the Washington Redskins. The lawsuit states the logo on the Redskins helmet is an actual person. It's Chief Whitecalf. Every time they go out on the field, they were honoring Chief Whitecalf, and they were battling on the football field with the same honor and integrity and courage. They would continue to honor that. So it's not an actual tribe. It's an actual person, Chief Whitecalf. What do you think about that? Should they go back to the Washington Redskins with that logo?
Well, that's a different spin on things. That's like everyone honoring Columbus back. They're taking all the stuff that they threw out underneath, and they're bringing it all back. I love the name the Washington Redskins.
I think so too.
The Chicago Blackhawks, the Cleveland Indians. It's not a.
I don't think so either. This is an actual guy, just like Aunt Jemima when they took her off the syrup, pancake syrup. You know what? The family was pissed off. The family, the ancestors of Aunt Jemima, who was a real lady, were suing the company. What are you doing? You're taking money away from us. So Bring back the Redskins. It's no big deal. More people are saying hi. Lisa P saying happy birthday, Jerry Jams. Louis Pipes saying happy birthday, folks. Tonight, birthday bash. Get your asses out of the house and get to Little Pop's New York style restaurant to celebrate Jerry Jams. 6 o'clock, the show starts. Come on by. Yeah, so now, there you go. And Aunt Jemima is back on the box and the bottle. I did not know that, Dennis from Lake Geneva. All right. So there you go.
They got to stop listening. They got to stop listening to how to do what they're doing because people aren't liking it. I hope they bring back the Redskins. I hope they bring back the Indians. And Aunt Jemima, God bless if you're back on that bottle. It'll show we're going back to somewhat normalcy.
I agree with you. It's a lot of people with their underwear up their ass, panties or whatever you want to call it up their ass. It's crazy. Were you a Yellowstone fan, Jerry? Did you watch the show Yellowstone with Kevin Costner, the Western?
I watched 2 or 3 episodes. It was very interesting. I liked his daughter, how she portrayed the family business, and she was like a real gritty kind of person. You don't play games
right, she
with.
Was. Well, Pfeiffer's upcoming Michelle Pfeiffer's upcoming series, which will be called, will be penned by the Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan. The sequel is going to be a spinoff starring Michelle Pfeiffer. So that should be interesting. It's a great show.
I'm a fan of Michelle.
Absolutely. So let's go to HBO's Hard Knocks featuring the Chicago Bears. I think they've already had a couple episodes. Have you watched it, Jerry, at all?
It was very, very, very. I watched the first one. I caught part of the second one, but it was already what they were going through last week's game. I like the beginning because they go in deep what happens in the locker room. And I was really quite impressed. They brought Nick Saban in to sit down with the coach and all the expectations, what you got to do with this quarterback to get him on the right track. And you almost got to be married to this guy and just keep on blowing courage up his butt so he doesn't fall back short. And don't let no one eat him up.
Now, let me ask you something. Isn't this the strategy that the Bears have tried with every quarterback they bought in? Sit down with Justin Fields and sit down with these people, and this is what we're supposed to do. So the blah, 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 blah Chicago Bears, what's going to be different this year, your opinion?
Well, I really think Caleb, being a rookie, he's going to get rocked. So there's going to be a game where he's going to have a nightmare. But Caleb is very intelligent, which is very important in reading defenses. He did some spectacular stuff for just being a rookie. I know he's got a long road to go. Okay, maybe he got lucky. But he has the sixth sense of defense and reading and what to do with the ball. And I've seen Fields. He's been in the league for 3 years. And I seen him in that one game. He dropped the snap twice. I mean, he's got some. By this time, he should be polished, and he's not. And maybe the Bears did the right thing.
Or it could be just the Bears are just a screw-up organization that they are, and they just screwed another quarterback like they always do.
Well, let's look at it this way. Caleb's got a real good shot in comparison with Justin Fields walked into. You had a guy who came in who was a quarterback coach with no offensive coordinator experience whatsoever. You got this guy coming in from Seattle. Experience is all hell. He's got all good wide receivers, tight ends. And really, Justin Fields is in the same shape he was with the Bears because the Steelers don't have an offensive line, and that's what screwed him up. Yeah. Now, Caleb's got the offensive line. He's got the weapons. Now it's up for him to make it happen.
Well, we'll see what happens, folks. On paper, Caleb Williams is like the new Patrick Mahomes. But when the press starts saying that shit before he even threw a ball, that's the downfall of some of these players. Because if this guy gets that shit into his head, thinking that he's all this shit, that could be his downfall. But we'll have to see. I'm excited about when football comes. We'll see what happens.
Don't put the carriage in front of the horse, the saying goes. There
you go. I did hear this story yesterday, and we're going to cover it later on in the show, but we'll talk about Jeanette just mentioned it. Nick Sahajas and Phyllis yesterday going shopping in Woodfield. And there was something going on over there. A kid almost got killed. And Nick Sahajas saved the day, I guess, went over there and told these people to stop hitting this kid, got involved. Even he didn't hit nobody, but he got involved. to put a stop to this, and the kid's life was saved because of Nick Sahajas. So, and that's why they call him Saint Nick for no reason, because he was just a fantastic guy. And we're going to get more. We're going to talk a little bit more about that at the ending of the show, and maybe we can even get Nick on Friday and tell me about the whole situation live. I think it would be very, very cool. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Jerry Jam's birthday here, folks, tonight. But it's also time for sponsors. Jack Vena Landscaping. There it is, folks. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring and fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design, service, and installation. Servicing the North Shore for over 44 years. Call Tommy at 847-432-5266. Tommy and his company have been here twice already. You should see our backyard. You should see our front. Unbelievable. They do an incredible job. That's Jack Vena Landscaping. And then sticking with our good buddies also, the people that we love. And remember, everybody that sponsors the Tony Ocean Show, folks, are all great buy local, shop local establishments, and that's what it's about. Gorelli Pavement Services, family owned and operated. Their service includes Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, specializing in parking lots, doing both asphalt, concrete work. They do repairs, replacements, shield coating, crack filling, lot painting. They're a 5-star rating. Call to speak to a knowledgeable representative at 815-271-5835 or go to GorelliPavementServices.com and tell them Tony O sent you. That's Gorelli Pavement Services. You're watching Ocean's Pit on the 14th of August. Jerry Jams with us on his 65th birthday. Well, now what do you get now when you turn? I'm going to be 62 this year. What do you get now in 65? Free breakfast at Denny's? I mean, what do you get? Food stamps?
Let's see.
What do you get? What happens when you're 65?
My first birthday card was from Villa Scalabrini.
I'm not talking about what you got. What benefits do you get now that you're 65? Do you get free breakfast at Denny's, free food stamps, free piss cards? I don't know. What do you get now when you turn 65?
Maybe you get a car wash.
Don't you get Medicare at 65, or what do you get? What do you get at 65? Medicare, anything?
Yeah. In fact, that was my second card I got, and it was from Medicare. So I got Medicare automatically. And then let's see. Now you're in for a senior freeze. If you make this year it's $65,000. Next year it's going to be $75,000 in Cook County. So I might be getting a senior freeze on that. Other than that, I don't see really any other benefits other than I'm working with you and meeting great people.
No. But I think when you go to certain movie theaters now, you're a senior, you get more money off. I think you get some money off for being a senior. I know, I go to a lot of flea markets, like the one in Rosemont. If you were a senior, instead of paying $6, it was like $4. So now you get a lot of stuff. 10% off at Denny's. You get 10% off now, Jerry, because you're a senior if you go to Denny's. Packy's birthday today. Also, wait, Packy's birthday. Packy turned 72 today, buddy. Happy birthday, Packy.
Nice.
Angelo.
Happy birthday, Packy.
Do you get discounts at McDonald's? I don't know. AARP? Oh, yeah.
You get AARP, you use their card. You get McDonald's. Here's a good one.
Yeah, you get movie discounts. You get 10% off Depends from the dollar store. $10 because you're probably going to be using those soon. That's what happens.
For those of you who are going to go on the cruise, don't forget, when you book your airline tickets, you are now a senior citizen with a discount. I could fly on seniors.
You got to love that. That's true. Speaking of sports and speaking of baseball, Jose Canseco, former Oakland A, big home run hitter, big steroids guy. He was the one who was the rat who told the government about all the steroids. Wrote a book, made millions of dollars. Anyway, he just called out Aaron Judge again. This time he's putting up a lot of cash. Since Judge rookie year, Canseco has constantly challenged Judge to a home run contest. Has said he can hit a softball farther than Judge can hit a baseball. What do you think about that?
I got all distracted because the general tells me now I get free admission at Heavenly Bodies.
which is closed now. So that's
This is
good luck.
close.
Good luck with that.
Don't do us any good, Bobby.
Don't do us any good on that one. Jose Canseco, he said he can hit a softball farther than Aaron Judge can hit a baseball. What do you think about that?
Wow. And then he should be still playing baseball if he could do that and be in DH. I think he's full of crap.
I think he just wants to stay relevant, get himself in the news again, get himself into something. That would be interesting. I don't know if it's going to happen. I guess he reached out to Aaron Judge twice already, and he turned him down. Jerry, what did you think of that last game where the Chicago Bears won 33 to the Buffalo Bills 6? What did you think about that game?
I'm the kind of guy I watch the first stringers if they're playing.
Jerry, I lost you now.
Show that's not good.
Jerry, your screen is black. There you are.
Yeah,
Stop
I just
touching.
got a call. I'm sorry.
Okay, there you go. All right. So, what did you think about the game? I'm sorry.
I thought they were pretty well coached, and there's a very happy family on that sideline, and that means a lot. They look.
It is one game, and it is one game, and it's a preseason game, correct? So the Buffalo Bills didn't have their starters on playing, did they?
Yeah, they did. They had their first string starter out there.
For the whole game? For the whole game?
No. They only played about as soon as the first quarter was over with.
Yeah.
Then Buffalo put in the second stringer, and the Bears put the second stringers in. And then after that, it's kind of like, these guys are out for blood, so why kill your quarterback? Let the second and third stringers battle for, to stay on the team. But no, I just liked the whole thing on the sideline. How everybody had their back. Nobody had an attitude. No one sat in the corner, didn't look at one another. They were just like one big happy family.
Did they have that same energy the first game last year when Justin Fields was starting? That first game, didn't they have all that energy and positive? They didn't have it. You can tell me, you can see the difference between Justin Fields' first game with the Bears and Caleb Williams' game, the first game? By the way they were acting?
I haven't seen this sideline that happy in God knows how long.
They weren't maybe smoking pot or doing weed or doing shit, you don't think?
I have no idea.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Ken Radar, what's up? Claudette, everybody wishing Jerry James a happy 65th. Jerry studies being around water, says it can make you calm, happy, and creative. I love being around water. Do you have that same feeling, Jerry, when you go somewhere and see? I love water. I really do.
Well, you know what? I've had a fish tank in my house for over 30 years, and you could just sit there and just watch, especially salt water. It's just like, what a gift to see how things react in salt water, and it's, you hear the water bubbles going, the water current, and it's nice and peaceful. It's kind of a calming kind of time. You just look there and just kick back and relax. It actually not traumatize, you put you to sleep.
I agree with you, man. I love water. When I go fishing, I sit there and watch the water. I just love water in general, folks. And it's funny we should talk about this, saying that, something so beautiful could be so deadly.
Ooh.
You can drown in water like this. You know what I mean? So something so beautiful and something so deadly. But water is very cool. I agree with you. Even at night when I sleep, I got that machine to hear the waterfall. Right. I mean, everything just makes you safe. All right, listen to this, Jerry. This is interesting stuff. U.S. markets with a team in all of the big four sports leagues ranked by the average win of all their teams since 2020. Boston, if you took all their teams, like the Bruins,
Red Sox,
the Patriots, and the Celtics, they're number one with a .559. Miami is with .552, Dallas 5.549, Philadelphia comes in at number 4 at 5.544, Minneapolis 530, Denver 517, Los Angeles 506, New York comes in at 0.485 with all their teams put together, and the Cubs, the last place out of the top 11, Chicago comes in at .427. That's Hawks, Bears, Bulls, Sox, Cubs. They come in at number 10. Worse than that is like 0.315 with Detroit, putting
Wow.
all their sports teams together. So I thought New York would definitely be up there. No, but well, I'm telling you, Boston, 0.559. That's Red Sox, Brewers, Patriots. And if you think about all the years the Patriots won the Super Bowl, so that all is included. But
Yeah.
very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I was shocked to see New York and Chicago 9 and 10. I thought they'd be up a little higher. Perfect. Get the fuck out of the country. I hope these parents are happy with what they raised. What are we talking about? Baltimore Raven fans. 5 anthem kneelers just lost their scholarship in college. They knelt during the national anthem, and 5 of them have lost their scholarships.
Good for
Kneel
them.
for the flag. University of Texas revokes 5 scholarships. Wow.
They deserve it.
I agree with you 100%. Here they're thinking the United States it's United States of America. You're doing it for what? How many? 2 minutes for your country, and you have to kneel with all that bullshit woke mentality that this generation has. All the studying and all the school, all the money they had to pay for their scholarships, for their kids, for their future. 5 of those kids lost it. 5. And you know what? Damn good, Jerry. You're absolutely right. What's wrong with these people?
Let them go back where they came from if they don't like our the way we live. Why are they here? Because it's a better country to be into.
Oh, these are United States. These are Americans. These guys are from Texas. They're students in the class, and they decide that during the national anthem they're going to kneel. So they just lost everything. Dennis from Lake Geneva, my friend Dennis says over 58,000 of my generation died in Vietnam for the assholes that won't stand for their country. We salute you, Dennis, and thank you for all our veterans out there and people in the Army. Just sad us. This new generation has no
This is a
clue.
different world today.
Wisconsin voters can once again return ballots by Dropbox. State High Court rules. So now you can have a special ballot box so they can put their mail-in. They're cheating mail-in votes. You know what? I am so sick of these people with their mail-in votes. The only reason that you should be voting on a ballot if you are handicapped and can't leave the house. There's no reason why. If you can go to Walmart, if you can go to the gas station, if you can go to Jewel, if you can go to Aldi, wherever the hell you go, Lots for Less, whatever area, where the hell you're going, if you can visit your brother, if you can visit your sister, if you can visit your daughter and your son, you can go to the polls and vote in person instead of this mail-in bullshit. What's your thoughts, James?
You're right in that perspective, and then you got to also respect that people have winter homes, and sometimes they're not home to vote. I could see that. But other than that,
well, I got that. Okay, all right. So, okay, but then vote in another state wherever they're at. You got to vote at least. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to vote.
Right. It all depends where their residency is. If their residency is in Illinois and they're in Phoenix, then they got to go back to Illinois, and they're not going to come back when it's 40 below zero or something like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that'd be the only curve I would put on there. To be lazy is that I don't want to leave the house to vote. No.
I agree with you, and I agree with you, Jerry. You were born on the 14th of August, which is today. Do you remember what time you were born?
I believe my mom said it was 7:15 in the morning.
Okay, Jerry, here they are. Here's your top 10 songs on August 14th, but this was 1982. So how many years were you out of high school? You were out of high school by 82. When did you graduate?
77.
77. Here's the top songs here from 77 to 1982. Top 10 songs on your date, August 14th. Number 10, Wasted on the Way by Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Number 9, Vacation by the Go-Go's. Vacation.
Oh, that was a good one.
Love that tune. Yeah. Number 8, Keep the Fire Burning. by REO Speedwagon.
Ooh,
Number
good
7,
jam.
Even the Nights Are Better. Air Supply coming in at 7. Number 6, Hard to Say I'm Sorry by Chicago.
Chicago, Peter Cetera.
Yeah. Number 4, Hold Me by Fleetwood Mac.
Good song.
That's number 5. Number 4, Abracadabra.
Steve Miller
I
Band.
wanna reach out and grab you. See, man. Yeah. Number 2, Hurt So. Number 3, I'm sorry. Number 3, Hurt So Good by John Cougar.
Cougar.
Number
Melon.
2, Come On Eileen by Dexys Midnight Runners comes in at number 2. And coming in at number 1, Jams, Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
From Chicago.
Yeah, very cool. Great songs when you were born. Hey, the average cost of a meal at certain restaurants in the different countries. Top 4, Sweden. Average cost of a meal is $30. Denmark.
That's for 2.
That's for 2. No, each person. Each person.
$30 a head. Okay, $30 a head.
Denmark, 32. So Denmark is $2 more than Sweden. Norway, $35. And in Switzerland, $40 per person for a meal.
We think we got it bad.
Well, it's bad everywhere. It is. Former President Donald Trump and Camel Toe Harris are going to have a debate. Three debates are scheduled, ladies and gentlemen. The first one being September 4th is going to be on Fox News. So far, unless they change it. September 10th is going to be on NBC. And September 25th will be on ABC. It's going to be interesting to see these particular these debates. What do you think about that?
Well, ABC, it's funny that they picked that one for the last one because that's when ABC is really going to throw them under the bus.
Yeah, interesting. And you want to throw about somebody throwing somebody under the bus. This is actually from Newsmax. I don't know if you guys follow it. I do. Hate to defend him, but Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump, says that Joe Biden did not want to leave the presidential race. He was forced out. The first loser, Harris, is perhaps an unconstitutional process. By them bringing her in, it's against the law.
Right.
She wasn't voted in, but Joe Biden now, Sleepy Joe, is pissed off, and he's coming alive all of a sudden. He's upset that they forced him out of the presidential campaign thing. Well, what do you think about
now
that?
These people can see how they play dirty pool for Joe Biden to be upset.
For Joe Biden to be upset on their own guy. They threw it out to I hope he calls Trump and say, man, I got some dirt. Pardon me, pardon my family, pardon my son, and I'll give you all the dirt on Obama and his lovely wife. And that's the families, Obama. They're the ones that are running this country.
Open up a can of whoop ass.
And a little whoop ass. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Raising the price of gas will never get me to buy an electric car. I will buy a donkey and I will name him Brandon. Oh, Kelly, my good friend Kelly from Florida. Boy, does she know how to. She's I love her.
Kelly's really getting some good ones in there.
You know, man, she knows how to hit those things. Absolutely. I love this quote. Make a habit of reaching out to people just because they cross your mind. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, you think about somebody, right? Jerry comes across, you don't see him or you don't see her too often, but you want to pick up a phone or give a text. Hey, man, just thinking about you, see how you're doing. I wish people would do that more often.
You know, it's been happening to me the last couple of weeks. I mean, I just think of someone, bam. I mean, I had a neighbor that lived across the street from me for 30, 40 years. Like, she calls me up, hey, I'm in town. Let's hook up.
Yeah, yeah.
Went to Mazda and everything. Her and her husband. I know her husband very well. And it was a great time.
It's cool that people are doing that. They should do that more often. Think about somebody. Send them a text, send them a phone call, whatever it is. Danny Raimondi, how you doing? Roseanne Caputo, most popular song on the day you were born was A Hunk of Love by Elvis Presley. Thank you, Roseanne. Here it is. I stand with President Trump, the only president to piss off both parties while keeping every promise he made to the American people. You know what? We talk about this. It's interesting. This guy does not need this shit that he's going through, and it's amazing, amazing. You watching Jerry Jams on his 65th birthday. Here's a quote from Tupac: "They have money for war,
Rapper Tupac.
but they can't feed the poor. They have money for war, but they can't feed the poor." It's just horrible, Jerry, how they can't take of our own country. They don't think of our country first, right? It's crazy. Crazy, but that's what it is. Carl Nashka's in the house. How you doing, Carlo? Former Elmwood Park. I don't even know Carlo. I don't know if you're still in Elmwood Park. I don't know. Carl's a great guy. I think it was his birthday. Happy birthday to your father, if I read it right, Carlo. Up to your father in heaven. I hope you're doing well. Ken Radar is in the house. Jerry Jams is with us, folks. I guess it's time for a commercial because we only have about 10 minutes left, folks. So let's get to Deutsch Power Center, servicing the construction diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. Call my buddy Sal at Deutsch Power Center, 224-276-5550. And let's not forget my good friend Louis Pipes. That's right, Airtight Windows. Airtight Windows, folks. If you are looking for windows and sidings and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. Honest quality, dependability. Do it right with Airtight. Service in Chicagoland area for 35 years. Do it right with Airtight. Call my buddy Louis Pipes at 708-788-5000 and tell him Tony O sent you. And you're going to get those special rebates from our good friends from Airtight Windows. Jerry Jams, 65 years old today, my brother. Are you doing anything for your birthday on the day off? I think you got Friday off, right? You got Saturday off. You and your mom going to do anything for your birthday?
My cousin's in from Florida, so we're getting together. And right now he's in Lake Geneva. He thought we were going to be at Mars this weekend. You picked the wrong.
Maybe you can teach how. Maybe you can teach how to play bingo and shuffleboard or pickleball out there, because that's big out there in Florida. There you go. All right, listen to this, Jerry. Think of it as like normal burrito. Are you a burrito guy? But instead of tortilla, someone is wrapping surgery inside the sheets of cotton candy. America's latest horrifying state of cotton candy in a burrito. Oh, what is wrong with these people?
Oh, God, I just had lunch.
Cotton candy, and they've got M&Ms, and they got all this different candy, but it looks like it's a burrito, but it looks like it's wrapped in a surgeon's mask, those blue masks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, more shit.
All those girls get their hair spray painted blue or something yesterday. What's that symbolize?
It must be something. I don't know, but there was a lot of women with blue hair yesterday, I noticed. Maybe it's kill a cockroach day. I mean, I don't know, whatever these statements are. I don't know. What dyes their hair blue? But you know what? You have to think about this. When we were kids, we got the earring. We might have done some crazy things. So now this new generation, which is all fucked up, this woke generation, is completely gone. But I don't know what dyeing your hair blue means. I have no idea.
Got to be something. I mean, I think
it's got to mean something. We might have to look that up next time. Jerry, August 14th, 1833, the town of Chicago was organized with a population of about 200 people. Within 7 years, it grew more to 6,000 people. And on June 15th, 1835, the first public land sale began with Edmund Dick Taylor as receiver of public monies. The city of Chicago was incorporated on Saturday, March 4th, 1837, for several decades, the world's fastest growing city. Wow. Interesting. Jeez. Love this facts. I love this, and we're running out of time. I got so many good stories. You could die any moment, folks. So always, I ain't going to use the word, but what the hell? I might as well. You could die. You could die at any moment. So always fuck on the first date. Lana Grimaldi sent that in. Pretty funny, guys. Which means life is too short. So go ahead. Right. I was reading. Is your kitchen on fire, Jerry? It looks like
So that's my new fog machine I'm going to bring out tonight.
it's going to be good. Becky Lee says blue hair, pink, and purple hair is a new
I'll
fad.
try to show it.
It looks
sorry,
like.
go ahead.
Yeah, there it is. So there you are. I can smell the smoke from here. It's going through the screen. Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, says Tim Walz mandated the experimental COVID jab and set up a snitching line, imploring Minnesotans to tattletale on their neighbors for failing to abide to take the COVID shot. Jerry, Tim Walz, the guy who's going to be trying to run vice president with Kamala Harris. This is a fact. It's on Ron DeSantis's page. Set up a snitch line. He didn't get the shot. She didn't get the shot. Do you believe a snitch line? Snitch line.
I thought they got that other thing, the media that's all snitches anyway. Now they got to come up with a line?
A snitch line. Oh, you know what? Shelly down the street, her and her husband, they didn't get the shot.
They got Twitter. What do they need a switch line for?
Yeah, no, they didn't get the shots. All right, here's something that really gonna, I think this is going to be something that really, really mind-boggling to me, and it would be to every person, man or woman, that are watching this show right now, whether you're a Democrat or whether you're a Republican. This is something that just rubs me the wrong way, and tell me if it doesn't rub you the wrong way, Jerry Jams, on your birthday today. When you walk into a bank, they need to see your ID if you want to take money out, correct?
Yeah.
If you want to go to the airport to get in your ticket, they need to see your ID. Your doctor needs to see the ID for your insurance. Your pharmacy needs to see your ID so they can give you your drugs. School ID. Every school has an ID.
Library.
To buy a gun, you need an ID. To go hunting, you need a hunting license.
To buy a drink.
To fishing ID, fishing license. Daycare employees need the ID. Hospital people have an ID. A bar to buy a drink, they need an ID. A workplace, you need your ID sometimes to get in, to get out, blah, blah, blah. But not for voting. Nah.
In the beginning, I used to show my ID. You know?
Not all these migrants are coming in. Nah, you don't need an ID. How did Roseanne says he did, and also curfew for 9 o'clock. Police were shooting people with pepper spray balls if they were outside after 9 o'clock. Wow, this is Tim Walz, the guy who's running with Camel Toe. Unbelievable, shooting pepper spray balls at people if you're out after 9 o'clock p.m. It's disgusting. But here's something that gets me. Remember the old nursery rhymes? Tell me where this came from. Where does rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, how did that become a nursery rhyme?
Yeah, you had to watch the Three Stooges, I guess.
No, I think it goes beyond the Three Stooges. Yes, rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. I mean, crazy.
How about Dickory Dock?
Dickory Dock, yeah. This is interesting. We were talking about this yesterday in the car, me, you, and Ozzy, and Joey, and my son, Tony, when we were going home from the White Sox game yesterday. Newsmax breaking report. As of today, the Republican Party has recruited a whopping 157,000 poll watchers to help ensure a free and fair election. 150,000 people have been employed to be at these polls so they don't try to steal the election like they did last time. What do you think of that, Jams?
That's kind of good, but I get the feeling you're going to have a lot of trouble at the polling places because they're going to lock the door, draw drapes, so you can't look in.
The thing, Bella, how you doing? Yes, go Yankees. You're right. If the polls start fighting, if the people that work at the polls stop these people from doing their job, that means that they don't want something to find out. And we're coming down. We got a minute left. I've still got to do the birthdays, but before that, one thing here, Jerry, can you tell me? You are a smoker. So why is it that when a lot of times, I don't know if you do it, but do you take, when you open your pack of cigarettes, do you take a cigarette out and put it in backwards in the pack? It's supposed to look like this. You see that? It's supposed to be good luck. And according how it started was a practice that began in World War II where soldiers would turn their last cigarette in their pack upside down, consider it lucky. This was because making it the last cigarette meant they had survived another day. It's supposed to be good luck. Have you ever done that?
Never done that. Maybe I don't have any good luck.
Okay, well, there you go. Guys, it's 1 o'clock. We're running out of time. So, but we do have to say other birthdays that's celebrating with Mr. Jerry Jam. But maybe the campaigners won't harass voters going into the polls this year. Good point, Becky Lee. Love that. Other people, celebrities, Jerry, that are born the same day you are, August 14th. My daughter, Marissa, and Nina are twins. We know that already. Happy birthday.
Good company. Good company.
Patty Austin, singer, 74 years old today. Tina Cole, she played Katie Douglas on My Three Sons, 80 years old today. Very, very cool. Michael Batt, celebrating a birthday. The guy with the food trucks, absolutely. Michael Douglas, great actor, celebrating a birthday. Maureen McGovern, torn between two lovers, feeling like a fool. Yeah, she's married her. Jack Haley, the Tin Man, and Wizard of Oz would have had a birthday today. From our good friend, who's the boss? Tony Danza turned 73 years old.
Tony Danza.
Hey, Tony Danza. Leo Fender, the guy that invented the Fender guitar. Leo Fender celebrates a birthday. You got to love him. Steve Martin turns 78 years old. Joe Jackson. Is she really going out with him? Yeah, he turned 70 years old. Little Jimmy Osmond of the Osmond Brothers is 61 years old. Former talk show host Mike Douglas, the Mike Douglas Show, celebrating a birthday. Paul Duchovny, I forgot him, from X-Files, celebrates a birthday today. Timothy Dalton, former 007, former James Bond.
Hey, I got some great people on my day.
You got Robert Carradine and the Carradine family, 70 years old. And the biggest star, born with you, Jerry, Rin Tin Tin, the dog before Lassie. Rin Tin Tin celebrates a birthday today. Guys, Jerry Jams tonight, Little Pop's Pizzeria in Lisle, celebrating Jams's Bash. Tomorrow, Venutis in Addison. Friday, Chicago Prime. Saturday, Tavern on Division. Sunday, Famous Freddy's Roadhouse, 2 to 5 in Fox Lake on the water. And then Carnival for the Democratic Convention with Ocean's Rat Pack. Coming up next week, next Wednesday, also the Carnival on the 21st. On the 22nd, Positanos with Jerry Jams. On the 24th of August, we're returning to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, Mars. Let's not forget the 25th will be at the Speakeasy in St. Charles, me and Jerry Jams on Sunday. And then the 31st will be at Taste of Melrose Park, Tony Ocean Show and Ocean's Rat Pack. Very cool. A lot of stuff, folks.
That's a great show. Two for that day.
It's going to be good. And let's thank our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place, buy local, shop local, folks. Don't forget to download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Ace is the place, buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before other neighborhoods. Tomorrow, Laura Ocean will be joining us, guys. Guys, thank you so much, Jerry Jams, for your birthday. We'll see you tonight at Little Pops. Jerry seems to be gone again. Anyway, there he is again. Anyway, guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments. Be kind to one another. We're not all going to get along. We're not all going to agree with everything. But remember, most important thing is get out of your house and go vote. Because if Camel Toe wins and you didn't vote and you're upset about it, you can't bitch. If former Donald Trump,
a gallon for gas.
Yeah, and if Donald Trump wins the presidency and you didn't vote and you're upset about it, you can't bitch. You have to vote, guys. And the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Happy birthday, Jerry Jams. To my daughters, Marissa and Nina, I love you guys. Happy birthday, guys. Nick Sahajas, the real hero, taking us out. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a
It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day. Bye. See you later,